Good evening, Hilal. Happy to have you here in BSides Bangalore 2024 edition conference. A quick introduction about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Hilal, and thanks for having me here. I'm the CISO of 𝗕𝗵𝗴. I take care of security and compliance.
Awesome. So let's start with your thoughts on the evolving cyber threatscape in today's times.
I mean, it's getting complex, like with the evolution in technology stacks, right? So security stack also is becoming complicated, right? So it's important, basically, like that. Even though like the innovation in basically like cyber threats has increased, right? So we have not been able to keep the pace. So the defenses have been sort of like always one step behind. So I think that's actually like going to be extremely critical. And the fact that, okay, like there are going to be like easier entry points into basically infrastructure security, and basically there will be more avenues for compromising data and credentials, right? So it's very important to kind of like make sure that we are ahead of those. And I think in terms of basically using the emerging technology like say post-quantum cryptography, AI and things like that, right? So they are going to be posing a significant challenge going forward.
Awesome. Now that you brought up the topic of AI, I want to pick your brain on how do you see AI can be leveraged for improving cyber defense? Any use cases or any experiences?
Absolutely. I think one of the things that AI has successfully managed to do is basically like move away from the legacy analytics platform that we used in security. So earlier when you used to run a query, it will take a day or so, or maybe a week also, to basically give you the results so that you can actually make an analysis on what's going wrong, right? So now you don't have to worry about that, right? So you have like autocorrelation done, you have instant response that's much faster. Your mean time to detect and mean time to recover is actually much faster. So those things have basically been seen tremendous amount of efficiency with AI. And I see a lot more, lot more efficiency coming in incident response and detection engineering. Apart from the other use cases, I believe include sort of like auto remediation of IOCs, and that does not rely on basically playbooks. So I think those are some of the avenues where AI is actually like going to be massively important.
Awesome. So I think AI, when leveraged, it can help in addressing risks and threats in the mission scale and speed, right? That's
it does.
a big thing.
It does.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. What are your thoughts on the top 3 things that you do to improve or enhance cybersecurity?
I think the first one is basically like improving the visibility and basically monitoring in your infrastructure and in your application security. So right now we lack in a great deal in terms of basically what our assets are, what are those criticality of those assets, and what are the threats that they're facing, right? So that's one of the areas I think is important. Then of course, like making sure that, okay, we are aware of our risk threshold. So we sometimes calculate it in a very weird way. So we have no way of quantifying, okay, what exactly are we like looking into in case of a breach or something like that. So that's where we are lacking. We are not able to basically quantify the risks. The third is actually like ensuring that, okay, we have resilience in our infrastructure and in our cybersecurity stack, right? So we should be able to recover faster, and we should not be afraid of actually having a breach, and that will actually stop the business. So it's important basically ensure that, okay, regardless of basically if you have an incident or a breach, right? So you should be able to recover it from very, very fast. I think those 3 areas are like very critical.
Awesome, awesome. Very good perspectives. And final question to you, what are your key takeaways or learnings from today's conference?
So besides Bangalore, like we'll start last year we ran out of space, and this year we are again running out of space. So I think like it's a good sign. It's a very positive sign. So there's a lot of energy, and I had a great time meeting friends both and made new friends as well. So you meet veteran leaders here, and you also meet some of the budding security specialists here at the conference. So the energy is like buzzing, like it's like massive amount of excitement among the people. So apart from that, I think the fact that you have a very good combination of both experience and youth, it makes a lot more things a lot more interesting.
Thank you, Hilal, for sharing your perspectives and your time. Happy to host you here. Thanks.
It was my pleasure, Mr.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, yeah, good.